Dean, this would not be the 100th episode if we didn't have some of our favorite people in the world
Hell
on the
yeah.
show today.
I agree.
We're joined here, of course, by Only Fools and Collecting, Ian and Pete. Welcome, gentlemen.
Hello. Thanks for having us.
So how has it been being a part of the network?
It's been good. It's been a laugh. I've quite enjoyed it.
Yeah,
definitely.
Is it?
I enjoy watching all of Ian's trolls online.
Dude, it's glorious.
Just like calling people out on their stupidness, but like so subtly that they don't even know he's doing it.
It's probably one of my greatest hobbies. And the thing is, with this particular hobby we're in, there's so much of it. So much.
Yeah. You guys are really coming into your own as far as, being able to hold the show, especially. I think it's really trying now because, there is nothing to talk about. And your last show was, normally I listen to your show while I'm driving or while I'm at work and I can't really dedicate the full time. Now that things are kind of slowing down a little bit, I was able to listen and just kind of hang out and do some hobbying while I was listening. And it was a good show. I'm really proud of how you guys are coming along. We have a few people in the chat. We have Dan Lee, KJ Smith. I know, Ian, you had mentioned right before we started recording that because of all of this madness, you've actually had a lot of time to catch up on some other projects and catch up on commissions. So how's that going?
Yeah, so I've had a bit of time. Well, over here, we've got a thing called furlough. So if your company, because of this whole COVID-19 stuff, if your company can't afford to keep you on, what they would do is the government will pay 80% of your wages for them not to let you go. So loads of companies have obviously taken it up. And on Friday, so I was expecting, brilliant, going to be put on furlough, fantastic. I'll be able to catch up on my guitar. I'll be able to actually play more than 2 things on it. And those are chords. That's it. That's all I can play. And catch up on a shitload of commissions. The problem with that was I wasn't put on furlough. A load of other people were, and they said, no, we need you to hang about. So I'm working from home, set the spare room up as kind of like an office. So I'm a bit like, oh fuck! I had plans to knock out all the heads I got off for Sean. I was going to get those done. I've got a few other commissions. I was going to do my Temple of Doom indie. I was going to try and finish off Biff. There were shitloads really. I wanted to get done. So now that's kind of been put on the back burner. Yeah. And I'll have to kind of do a few bits. I mean, one thing I have been working on is remember Dean Gladwell who came on?
Yep.
Yeah.
The backdrop and bases. That's it. That's the kiddie. He sent me over a Witcher to do.
Nice.
And this, I think whoever he got it off had been a bit kind of happy with the super glue. So everything was glued. So I've had to unpick it all, strip it off, sand it, and kind of redo the armor. So that's what I've got on at the moment. And then I've got a shitload of heads that I need to catch up with.
Yeah. Dean, the world wants to know, what are you working on right now? There's lots of comments about it.
Oh, I'm sorry. I 3D printed my Dungeons and Dragons character.
Ooh.
He is cool.
Nice.
But there's a lot of like really like tight spaces where the support material gets kind of like jammed in there. And so I'm like, I keep putting my mic on mute so I don't like, you can't hear the constantly.
Is that a knife you've got there, Dean? We're not going to have to stop because you've chopped one of your fingers off.
No, it's a pair of tweezers.
Oh, that's okay.
They say you need an overhead cam, Dean.
Oh, right.
Dude,
Maybe one day.
So Ian, had you worked out that you could survive on 80% then of your wages?
Yeah. It would be I mean, to be fair, either way, I'm taking an 80%, a 20% pay drop. So either way.
Right. I see. Well, that sucks then.
Something that my employer did anyway was to say, because I work at an airport and obviously that's not going too well at the moment. Was until December, we're all on 20%. We've been cut 20%. So my figure budget has gone from a decent amount down to fuck all. Yeah, but I figured out I can survive till December. It's not a problem. My missus, she works as well, so
yeah, and I can see.
Spreadsheet.
can understand your beef then if you're on 80% anyway, and you're having to work
Dude, that
the rest of
fucking
the month. I
sucks.
mean, yeah,
I mean, in one respect, it's quite flattering. You kind of think, okay,
Yeah,
fair enough, they need
yeah,
me.
yeah.
But yeah, I was thinking, oh crap. There was so much I wanted to do.
When
Yeah.
it's all said and done, be like, yeah, I want to raise because I fucking
20% raise.
Because I rock.
Wait.
Yeah,
I mean, the thing is, one thing that they are doing, which won't really affect me too much, is that anyone, because it's only up to a certain amount. So if you earn like 6-7 grand a month, for argument's sake, the government will only cover 80% or up to a certain amount. So
yeah,
what
yeah.
my lot are doing is, if you above the cap, you'll still get paid the 80% to stay at home. But anything over that cap, you have to pay back hours wise.
Ouch.
Obviously,
Oh, right. Wow.
me working, I won't have to do that.
Nice.
Which in one, so it's kind of, in one respect, it's a bit of a pain in the arse, and on the other, it ain't too bad. And plus, I'll be working, so I'll be keeping busy. Whereas I think if I wasn't, I'd probably be getting right on the Mrs. Tears. She'd probably fucking want to boot me out after about a week, because I get bored and then get stupid and then play tricks and then encourage my boy to play tricks. So it's not fun for her.
No, not at all. Pete, what have you been doing with your time? I know you've been doing some projects as well.
Yeah, so I'm working from home. Have been for two whole weeks now. So I don't think there's not been any suggestion that we'll be furloughed or anything. I mean, I've still got the stuff that I do that they need doing that no one else does. So I think we'll be fine with that. We'll carry on working. So I've been pretty busy, work-wise, but it's going to quiet down. And obviously, as this goes on, then our customers aren't going to be doing as much work and everything. So it's the work's going to drop off. I mean, I'm hoping that they don't sort of say to us, "Oh, we need you to go down to a 3 or 4 day week or something," because at the moment I bring in most of the money, so it would be tight to have to drop anything. But obviously, as it's going to be quite, I can spend an hour lunch break or whatever doing some project work. So not been doing a massive amount. I have actually put together a glaring omission in my indie collection, which is a German disguise indie. Only because I had a spare body. I found some boots. I had it's a DX05 head, which is pretty shit, but it will do. Pick up some nice DID Dragon in Dreams German uniform, really cheap on eBay. And it's pretty cool. So he's not quite finished. I'm just waiting for some ammo pouches to go on his belt, and I have ordered a rocket launcher for him. So that's kind of like I wanted to be doing something. I didn't want to be spending loads of money on something. So for 30-40 quid, put together another indie to go in the collection. So and I just received a notification today from Mark Simpson, who's another painter in the UK that I use for some of my sculpts. He's just finished my indie V3 and my Aliens Bishop heads.
Mm-hmm.
So I should be getting those during the week sometime. So I'm excited for those. Just looking at some pictures now. He just sent me, so that's cool. So that's me for the moment. So yeah,
I've been I ended up picking up a neat figure last night. So we talked about this on the Ox After Dark last night, but I was making an offer on a Metacom Rocketeer, and I'd gone back and forth with the guy a few times, just asking some questions about it. And he ended up taking an offer that was quite a bit lower than his asking price. And so now I'm trying to sort out upgrading the body, upgrading the boots. And the thing is, the boots are awful to find. They're the T1000, the police boots from the motorcycle set. Those are impossible to find. So I'm trying to figure out what I can use that maybe aren't 100% accurate, but are pretty accurate. And I was going through my parts bin and I found these Dean, remind me, it was like a Disney Krennic, like a 12-inch figure. Do you remember what
Mhm.
line that was? It was Elite, I think.
Yeah, just Disney Elite 10
And so these are not the best boots ever, but I'm filling the holes in the boots with putty, and then because they articulate, I can get a really nice flight pose when he's flying like this, whereas most boots on the market are just stationary in this position. So I'm gonna see how I can get those to work, and because they're pretty nice firm plastic, I think they'll take paint really well. And so I found 2 pairs of those in my closet, so I'm gonna try to mess with those this weekend. But yeah, I think I paid like 170 shipped, and then I had some eBay bucks and sold some things this week. So I pretty much picked it up for like about 110 bucks.
Nice.
And that's a figure that goes for like
Damn.
$300-400 bucks.
He was asking 180.
He was asking 210.
God
And
damn.
I made him an offer because it didn't have the box.
That's
and
a
it didn't have the
huge
gun.
discount.
It didn't have the box or the gun, and those are like, I mean, the box maybe, but the gun, the Mauser. But fortunately, there's like 8 billion fucking 6-scale Mausers all over the world, so
Right.
I'll have no problem to sort that. But yeah, I'm really excited. The guy was really nice. Like I said, I told him, I really appreciate him coming to a deal with me, but I cannot wait.
I assume you'll be doing the Man of Steel body swap on that, Zach. Yeah,
I think so. It's between that or the Fison M36.
KO
the biggest wang.
Get one of the KO Hulks and just
right.
do that.
Yeah.
Slap the rocket pack on the bag.
If every fucker hasn't bought one for a fucking Juggernaut, and just grab one.
Yeah, I like that movie. I forgot how much I like that movie. I watched it twice already, and then I watched this review about it.
Never seen it,
dude. It's fucking
on
dope.
Disney Plus.
Disney Plus, yeah.
It's on Disney Plus.
I thoroughly enjoyed myself watching it. It's like I said in our review, I think it's in like desperate need of a reboot. If they can stay true to like the spirit of the film, which is just
I was watching a review of that movie, and they were saying like, this is a great movie, but you have to realize the time this movie came out in. It was coming out in the summers with like Jurassic Park, which is one of the greatest summer movies of all time. Terminator 2, one of the greatest sequels of all time. Like, it was up against some stat competition the year it was released and the years before and after, and it kind of just got forgotten. And they were saying that, a lot of kids these days might not like this movie because it's a very small scale, like, adventure action film, and it's not like in game where there's like 1,000 troops fighting each other. It's like very, like 1 or 2 people, dozen people in a scene, and the scale is a little bit smaller, but it's also a simpler time. It's in 1938, and I just fucking love it. Honestly,
I've always liked it. I've always enjoyed it.
Yeah, Seth has always talked highly about that Metacom figure, and I finally found one for a good price. So,
what did you ask again?
It kind of reminds me of. Do you remember the Phantom?
Yeah,
Billy Zane. Oh, see, and where's he gone?
Oh no, everyone left.
Everyone fucked off, and now they're back.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah. I swapped round with you, Dean.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened. I didn't do anything.
Me and Peter dancing over here.
I'm guessing that just by the sheer mention of the film Phantom, you two just thought it was so shit that you had to leave straight away.
Are you talking about the Phantom of the Opera?
No. There's a film called The Phantom with
Darth Maul, I think.
No, with Billy Zane. That's how fucking old it was.
It's like a skin tight purple outfit
with
the black mask on it. Yeah.
Sounds amazing.
Really familiar.
I think it was out about the same time, and there was another one that kind of falls into the same kind of camp. I can't remember the fucking.
Oh wow, 1996.
Yeah, there was another one with one of the Baldwins. And he wore a black suit with a red like handkerchief over his face. I'll have to try and fucking find out the name and send that over to you because it's kind of on the same.
I'll check that out.
Damn.
One of the Baldwins. I can't remember.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Which one? I can't remember if it was Alec or not. But he had this weird gold dagger that would kind of like climb up the walls and bite him and shit.
Oh wow, I don't remember this one.
Such a weird film. I'll forward it over. I'll find out and I'll forward it over because it's going to do my fucking nuts in. The Shadow. That might be it. The Shadow.
Let
me Google it to make sure I'm not talking nonsense. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, The Shadow.
I don't think I've seen that one.
Yeah, I'll have to check those out.
Alec
So-
Baldwin.
So we wanted to also chat with you guys just about obviously your show is the English collector's perspective on collecting and the things that you guys have to deal with, which are
Mhm.
different from the things that we have to deal with. Let's talk a little bit about those differences. So do you guys want to talk about some of the main differences that you encounter, when you talk to your American cohorts?
Yeah, there seems to be, from what I gather, there's a lot more like vouchers and shit like that goes on stateside than over our side.
Yeah.
And it's not as easy. It's not like it's impossible. We're not, walking 400 fucking miles to a well, but it seems a lot harder to actually get figures. Whereas,
Yeah.
Sideshow, I mean, I've looked at Sideshow's website, I've tried ordering from them before,
Mhm.
but when you pay the import on top, it becomes stupidly expensive.
Yeah.
It's easier for me to get figures from Hong Kong than it is from anywhere else.
Yeah, and that's a
Mhm.
good point because
Yeah.
typically you guys had in the past few years always gotten things later, but now with the advent of like Tim Cent and other
Mhm.
Hong Kong based sellers, you guys are getting those fuckers quick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's
yeah.
really not even that much more expensive, even for us with
Mm.
tax and shipping to get them from those people. Let alone you guys you're paying tax, a crazy shipping, and customs.
So
Yeah.
I've noticed over here there seems to be a lot more people who can get figures from Hong Kong have kind of cropped up. I think
Yeah.
that's because they've kind of noticed that how
There's probably money to be made.
and how painfully long it is for UK retailers to get anything in. So because even some of the actual proper retailers have started to use people to get stuff from Hong Kong
Really? Wow.
because
Yeah.
they just outstrip them. And a lot of the time, I don't pay any import tax if someone shipped it from Hong Kong. They always
Yeah,
mark it low
yeah,
value, and it turns up. I think these times where figures have come out the Friday, it's in my display case on the Monday.
Wow.
So it's like,
Wild.
I mean, that's the trick. If you dodge the customs, then they're good prices. If you get hit by it, then they become bloody expensive. Because we get like a standing charge of about £13 from bloody Parcel Force, or whatever, just to do nothing. But so most of the time they're all pretty good. They mark as gift. They mark as low value. Most of them sneak through, don't they?
Yeah.
It's not.
It's a lottery. You take the rough with the smooths. If I probably had 20 odd figures from Hong Kong, and I've probably only copped import fees twice.
Yeah.
So,
And it's a lottery how they work it out, because the only one I can
big
think
time.
of recently, I had my Mark 46 Civil War Iron Man, which at the time was bought. I think it cost me about £310 shipped. That got hit through customs, and I was like, oh man, that's going to be a fortune. When the total charge was about £8 or something, So I don't know where they get, if they do open it up or have a look at it, where they get their valuations from anyway. So sometimes you get lucky anyway. But
it's a massive lottery over here. It's to whether or not you get stung or not. I mean, I buy I buy quite a lot second hand just because it's easier, and a lot of the time, that's the thing about some of the UK retailers. I can pick it up second hand before it's even come out in some of them. Oh, a nice shot of Dean's.
Yeah. Woo!
But yeah, so I've noticed you guys have like proper comic book collectible shops and stuff. And we ain't got that over here.
Yeah, I mean, even just in San Antonio, we have like maybe 8 people that sell Hot Toys.
Yeah,
that's amazing. Really, it's unthinkable. I mean, from my collecting history, I'm a bit older than you guys, so sort of in the 90s, I suppose. There was quite a lot. There was more comic book shops around. There used to be a couple in the town that I lived in, sort of still live in that area, and that's where they used to sell the McFarlane figures. They had some of the Sideshow stuff, the Universal Monsters and that kind of thing. And then it kind of went away because I don't think the demand was there. So the high street presence just disappeared. And then it's like, say, with Ian, it very much feels more like a black market, a grey market in the UK. That although you can buy them through Sideshow, really everything's been through a reseller or second hand or things like this, and it's like you need to know people that know people, and you can't just, particularly if you're looking for an older figure, there's a real kind of, and you get to know certain people, and they might hit you up and go, oh, I know you've been looking for one of these kind of things. So it's I think if you're not in the game, and you either don't know about all of this stuff, or you'd find it really difficult to actually get hold of figures.
I have noticed though that a lot of the Hong Kong sellers that used to have middlemen over here have now realised, hang on, I can just do this directly over the internet.
Yeah.
So in the last kind of year, there's a lot more websites that have popped up that just are Hong Kong sellers who can just get you whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah.
Do you have any that you recommend that you've used?
So I use Toys Wonderland a fair bit now. They're a bit expensive on postage, and sometimes their stuff takes a little while to get here. So I've tried it every way going. EMS, that took fucking ages to turn up. And then the normal China Post, they might as well fucking shipped it by camel. It took fucking weeks to get it.
Is that with the Luke that you had going all over the fucking place?
Fucking crate Luke.
Yeah.
Was bouncing around fucking everywhere. And when I asked them, I was like, look, I'm getting a bit worried here because it seems to be in the air for like 9 days, and it's meant to be like 4 days shipping. To be fair, they weren't the best with that. They were a bit of they did a Vargas on us and just told us just to be patient. And then so I thought, right, fuck it. When I ordered that Bane kit, I thought, do you know what? I'll just go normal China Post and I'll see what happens. And that took like another 3-4 weeks. That took fucking ages. But then that was normal China Post, so that was going to take ages.
Yeah.
So I've used them a lot. I use TNS as well.
Yeah.
Once it's kit for bits and pieces, but I just tend to use eBay a fair bit now.
Yeah. I like Tim Sent 88. I use him a fair bit, and he's got his own website that outside of eBay, which is a bit cheaper. Luton Toys used to use quite a lot of those. Prices seem to be a bit higher now, but yeah, I mean they're all reliable. Then 99% of stuff's not going to get held up in customs, and as you say, you can have them in 3 days.
Yeah, I mean they're all pretty much for muchness now.
Yeah,
there's not a lot of difference in them.
No.
So I tend to scour eBay for figures that are broken or got shit missing because I can fix them. And it saves me a fair bit that way.
Yeah.
That is true. That's what I'm hoping to do with this. What were you saying, Dean?
I was just gonna say I'm shocked. Like Sideshow hasn't opened like a retail office over there.
Do you know what? I'm surprised that Hot Toys haven't started branching out around the world. And same with someone like Sideshow. It just seems that there's a massive market over here and the rest of Europe that's relatively untapped. And it amazes me because there's money to be made. People would jump on it.
Yeah,
it's bizarre.
Remind me, I've asked this question before. I don't recall the answer. How far do you guys live from each other, Ian and Pete?
Not that far, actually. 40 miles, maybe.
And y'all never met?
No. We were going to meet up this summer, weren't we? But
round
might be on hold for a
from
bit.
Dean's house to my house is 42 miles.
Some fucker ate a bat, and that was it. That's
allegedly
fucked everything. Allegedly ate a bat.
I'd like to sponsor a meeting between you two. We'll hire 2 escorts and
yes. Yeah.
Do that.
Maybe not the escorts.
They can just use Google Maps. They don't need an escort. What are you talking about?
No. I mean, it's been on the cards for a while, but we just never, because we were going to get,
you guys to document your day. You guys can have treat y'all to a cinema, a flick, as they say.
It's most excellent adventure. We were going to get Steve as well, but the herpes has now just riddled him completely. It's just chewed him up from the outside out.
So what would y'all do?
Good vlog.
Ian, I know. What would y'all do? Would y'all go? Would Ian go to Pete, or would Pete go to Ian? Like, how would this work? I'm so enthused by this idea.
We'd have to weigh up who lives in the biggest shithole first.
Okay.
And then go to the least shitty of the shitholes.
So I live in a lovely.
Ian dogs on where he lives all the time.
I live in a lovely quiet village. You're in suburbia, aren't you, Ian?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
And then we've got the seafront down here, so
Oh, you guys can have a nice walk on the beach under the moonlight.
yeah,
Before
hand
the
in
Yeah.
hand.
game.
Yeah. I
course.
think Pete's is a little bit more romantic.
Yeah, definitely.
We'll sponsor the gas. Just let
We
us
could-
know.
If we came to mine, we could just stand around a burning cart. That would be quite fun.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
That would be good content. That would be good content, I think. Yeah,
Hurry up,
I guess
up, COVID, because you're
Yeah.
holding up this dream meeting.
Just us two skipping along the beach in face masks on.
we can have you guys do the iconic Beatles to just go find any dirt road in Pete's Village.
Yep. I live on
Yeah.
a dirt road, so
Yeah,
Oh,
Pete loves a dirt track.
what has been some of you guys' favorite moments being a part of the network? Because it's been a while that you guys have been with us. I think
Yeah.
it's been a while. What, do you have any
Yeah.
favorite moments you want to
Yeah.
call out?
No, it's all been pretty abysmal, to be fair.
Yeah, I think
know
Ian's.
you
I think
love my,
Ian's overly harsh. You know, I think
Yeah.
people love my slides.
Yeah.
My-
We've done
my favorite-
14 episodes, right?
my
And I think
favorite
last one
moment-
was the only one that actually we managed to get through it with slides. That was only because there was fuck all. There was nothing.
My favorite thing in the beginning when we first started using StreamYard is I watched Pete like overskip a slide and then like close down everything and then
Oh
reboot.
God, yeah,
And I'm like, mate, you could just hit back on the little arrows. And you're like,
yeah.
fucking hell.
I learned something that day. Yeah,
Yeah, I was like, I don't want to be a dick or a
Thanks, Zach.
smart ass, but you could just hit back. And then you were like, wow, that
it was an epiphany.
If
Yeah.
you go back, right, I watched some of them. When the slides fuck up, I'm just going, yeah, no, leave it, Pete. No, Pete, leave it. No, we can skip that, Pete. It's fine. Pete's like, no, I'm doing the slides and I'm fucking doing it.
Yeah, you guys have a good system going. So Pete does the slides. Ian, I guess you do the show sheet. How does it
Yeah.
work?
So when we actually had stuff to talk about throughout the week, we do a bit of a show sheet and generally steal things from your show sheet and anything off of Facebook that I thought had annoyed me.
Yeah.
So I would put those on and then fire them over to Pete like beginning of the week. He'd knock together some slides. And then, yeah, that's it. That's the way we go.
I think my favourite slide was that the 1-to-1 scale Iron Man.
Oh, the
Remember
fat
that
Iron
one?
Man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cracked
I
me
mean,
that one.
the way I get around all that stress and headache is I just let Zach do it.
And the way I get around all that stress and headache of Dean fucking it up is I just do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, every time Zach asks me to do something, I'll do it, and he's like, "No, do it this way." I'm like, "You know what, dude?
Do it yourself.
Do it."
It's somehow less stressful. And it's funny because like I do micromanage a lot, but
We
I
hadn't
try.
noticed.
Yeah, well, I've tried lately not to, and it's funny because I told Ian, I was like, "Hey, shoot me a video of your collection," and you shot me like the shittiest like 8-second
Do you know
view
what?
of your collection, and then I had to clarify to everyone like, "Hey, maybe talk about your collection, narrate what's going on, make it like 1 to 3 minutes, like I don't know," and everyone was roasting me, and then sure enough, Rainer, bless his soul, sends me a video, and it's just him. Like after I sent that message, the same thing, 10 seconds, and I'm like, dude, and he redid it. It was fantastic. It was like really good, but I was like, guys, Jesus Christ.
The thing is, I fucking hate collection videos, right? And every time I do them, I sit there and go, well, this is my collection. This is some figures. This is
Well, we're
another
not
lot
going
of
to be
figures.
like some
This is some
channels and
more.
make a new video every fucking day.
No, no.
This is the 100th episode. The fans deserve a few minutes of your time to see your beautiful collection. My collection video is 10 minutes long. Okay,
If I duck like that,
Yeah, how have you
now,
managed that?
go just-
because this is hollowed ground, Pete. This is where people see this every week for 2 years. They deserve to see what's going on here. Okay, my desk hasn't been clean since I moved into this house. I had to document
It's
for
before.
historical really. Yeah, it wasn't clean in the other house either. So it just I feel like we could give the
And you-
fans what they want
you've
because
got-
there's been a lot of people that have asked for us to do
Yeah,
collection videos.
And you've got all those bumblebees as well. So
I know I got the
must-
infestation.
yeah.
5 minutes of his 10-minute video was Bumblebee.
Bumblebee. Yeah.
There's so many of them.
Yeah. Oh, I love B. He's so beautiful. He is so beautiful. But yeah, so hopefully, Ian, you'll get that to me. I want to try to edit those today. I think Dean still has to shoot his as well.
Yeah, I ended up falling asleep last night.
Yeah, I pulled my actual camera out to do it, and then I went, yeah, I'll do that in a sec, and then I haven't yet. So as soon as we're off this, I will do it, and I'll send it over to you.
Thank
and I'll
you.
be super talkative, and it will be amazing.
And I will say, on the micromanaging subject, I have been way less micromanaging of OFAC these past like 10 weeks, 10 episodes. I got to the point where I was
control
like,
us, Zach.
it was like there's certain magic that they have that if I dabble a little bit too much, it just becomes boring.
The thing is, you'd ask us to do something. I go, yeah, right, okay.
I'm like, all right, Ian, you said the word cunt about 10 times in the first 5 minutes. Let's cut that off. And then the episodes after were horrible. So I was like, you know what? Let's just let them be what they're going to be, and and the fans like it. You guys have quite a following.
Yeah, so we have different chats for the different shows, and they have their own Only Fools and Collecting, and Zach's name in the chat is corporate sponsor.
No, corporate censor.
Corporate censor.
Yes, right. Which is so funny and accurate.
It's true though.
Every time I see you in the chat, because I'm there just to see what they're up to. But you're in there like dictating, like, "Hey guys."
No, not in a long time. Not in a long time.
Not now.
It was funny because Zach would be like, "No, you can't do this," and I'd be like, "Yeah, we can." And he'd be going, "No, you can't." We go, "Yeah, but we can."
And then sure enough, you fucking do it.
He's like, "Yeah, don't name them." And then he's like, "Right, there's this dickhead called blah blah blah."
Yeah.
Oh god, we almost broke up the network over that one.
I remember that because I listened back to it. It was like, the fuckers beat me. He's fucking beat me.
Oh man, good times. We have fun. We have fun on this network.
That's what it's about.
We certainly don't take ourselves seriously at all.
Well, we don't. I think you might.
Trying to make it big time, Dean. You got to start your OnlyFans.
We're going.
Got to start bringing in the big bucks. We need to have the Only Fools and Collecting shirt, the logo. We need to get that logo up on TeePublic. I think get you guys some official swag.
I mean, our logo is very, very heavily ripped off of a TV show.
It's okay. All of our logos are.
We might have to.
The one shirt we sell a month, I don't think it'll come after us for the $3.
And it's considered parody, isn't it? Maybe.
Yeah, it's a parody. It's a parody. That's a good word.
More laziness on my part. I thought I can't be asked to make one up. That do.
Yeah.
Oh man. I'm drinking this. What is this? Bubbly sparkling water. It says these sips don't lie. It's amazing.
You ran out of all the tea Ian sent us.
Dude, I still have that tea. It's fantastic. I drink it, a cup or two here and there. I do need a restock of some of the British goods at some point. You can see I'm rocking my Queen's tea towel right there. Finally hung that up. The Queen's Diamond Jubilee.
Oh, it's fucking brilliant that you've got it. That you've like pinned it to your wall.
So before I record, I can get the Queen's blessing.
Did you guys?
When I said that, well, didn't you were like, yeah, well, I've got this weird poster, this cloth poster. I was like, no, mate, that's a tea towel.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know, man. Maybe they just don't do paper posters over there.
Yeah, you were like, you dry your dishes with the Queen's face. I was like, yep, that's just how we roll over here.
Yeah,
it used to be a tradition that when we went on holiday that we'd buy my nana tea towel from wherever we went.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is that how common there? They're just in gift shops?
Yeah.
They're fucking everywhere.
Yeah.
Here we have shot glasses.
Yeah. So what we need to arrange is we'll send you guys some shot glasses from Texas, and you send us some tea towels from your respective regions, and
definitely
another swap here. But
a cultural exchange of some truly British stuff.
Yeah,
or truly Texan stuff.
The CW cultural exchange.
Yeah, because I need some more of that barbecue sauce.
We do need to send the sauce, and then I think the seasoning, which is just incredible. That was one of the coolest moments, though, because Ian, you and I had interacted in the past before.
Yeah, you sent a few dick pics.
And specifically, it was about a Boba Fett custom. And normally, when when you ask about customs, everyone acts like they just have this patent on the design.
Yeah,
like, people are like, shh, No.
Yeah.
You ask and especially with people that paint bison bodies. You ask someone how they painted a bison body, they act like they discovered the cure to the Rona. Like they are not sharing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck me, I know.
If
I've
someone's
got-
not sharing the cure of the Rona, I'm gonna fucking stab him in the face.
And so I had already had a few conversations with you. I was like, man, this guy's pretty nice. Like, they actually helped me with my Boba Fett custom. And sure enough, the custom went great. And it was good to find that you were that person. So how did you find our show, both of you guys? Question for both of you guys.
So over here, when you look for podcasts, particularly around 1/6 scale figures and stuff, there's really fuck all. I think there was one that would put out every couple of months, like every now and again. So I was getting a bit fucking bored at work, and I just downloaded anything to do with 6 scale collecting, anything, and then found you guys, really liked it, started listening.
Nice.
Yeah,
How
and then
many episodes have we done at that point?
We'd only done like 15 or 20.
Mm.
We were in the rough stages.
Because I remember he binged them all. We were like, hey, there's somebody over here listening to all our shit.
Yeah, and then you
work.
told me to, and then me and Ian have been chatting on Facebook for 3 or 4 years now.
Yeah.
I don't know how we first communicated, probably about a custom or something or other. And then
or we bought something off of.
Yeah, and then you said to me, "Oh, there's this great, you should listen to these guys." Listen to you, I thought it was brilliant, and then I was lucky enough to join you. One we did the British Are Coming, which was a great show. Yeah, really good. Really enjoyed that. And then we branched off from there, didn't we?
Yeah, you guys have hit the ground running.
Decided we liked talking shit for anywhere between an hour and 2.5. 2.5 was our record, wasn't it? With when we had Chris on. Yeah.
There's sometimes that you guys are like, oh, we don't have that much to talk about, and then your show's like 3 hours long. And I'm like, guys, you only got to fill the hour.
If we've got a packed show sheet, we're in and out. No fucking about. It's done, sorted. When we got fuck all to talk about, we just witter on.
That is very true. That is very true.
Yeah. So, Ian, did you not watch the Queen's speech tonight?
No, he's watching the King's speech, baby.
It's a very rare occurrence.
I know, but it's going to be on the news, and
she
it's going to be caned.
Thanks us all for our efforts.
So,
thanks for staying inside, do fuck all. Brilliant.
Ian, Pete, what are some of the challenges you guys have faced thus far?
Growing up with a humongous dick has been truly challenging.
Oh wow. I left the door open for that one.
I think Zach was talking about just Corona, Ian, not your whole life.
Podcasting.
Well, it's that big, it causes it. You don't need to cough at you.
How was the lockdown?
Challenges?
The lockdown, you mean?
No, the podcasting.
Oh, the podcast. No, it's no challenge.
If I could show you my setup,
that's the main. We got to get you a desk. We got to buy you.
Yeah.
Got to pitch in.
So I've got a little makeshift desk upstairs that I'm kind of working off of at the moment. But the problem I've got is my main kind of collecting space, where I could put a desk, is taken up by the DeLorean and the massive display case I've got that in. So it's a choice between the desk and the DeLorean.
Well,
and the DeLorean always wins
DeLorean
out. No, not going to happen.
Dude, I'm so jealous. The DeLorean looks gorgeous.
No, it'll still be yours. I'll just have it here.
It'll look after it for you.
Yeah, it would probably cost me a whole. I'd have to sell a kidney to ship it to you.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. My setup's probably the most professional it's been, because obviously, having worked from home for a couple of weeks, I bought a desk, I've got a decent chair, so it's good for the podcast as well. So I'll be podcasting from here for the
fancy pants.
Look at this swivelly chair. Look, woo!
I finally got one of those too.
Everyone just swivel and just let Ian.
Oh, Ian can't swivel.
I can't. Look at it. Look. Fucking dining room chair.
Wood? That's throwback, dude.
If that chair just broke, I would have died.
I shit you not. I've had to fucking glue one of them with a glue gun. I think it is this one, because it started to come apart.
Oh god!
So you got a backup though, just in case.
Well, luckily it comes as part of the set with another 3, so and a dining room table. So it's quite handy that.
Yeah,
Y'all are wild.
no, I mean it's not much of a change, is it? We
No.
just bumble our way through it. Throw some slides together probably the couple of days before.
I think because we kind of embrace how shit we are, it's not a problem.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
just, know, I think if we took ourselves seriously, we'd probably be like, "Oh, this is so terrible. It's so bad." But we're just gonna fuck it. If it's bad, it's bad. If it's good, it's good. We kind of
it's
just
part
throw
of
shit at the wall.
part of our appeal, isn't it? I think.
Yeah, for the whole 3 people that listen to us. Yeah, it's good. I mean, I liked it.
3.
I liked it last week. We had 3 on there, and I told them to go fuck off and watch the Tiger King. And then one of them went, "All right then."
Yeah. I have watched it though, and we were all watching it. It's fantastic.
It's amazing.
Which show?
The Tiger King.
Oh yeah, of course.
Hmm.
So
Oh, you guys got it over there too?
Yeah.
You've all seen it,
Yeah.
right?
We don't live in caves. We have access to like.
Well, no, I just meant I
Fresh water.
Y'all didn't have
Like-
Disney Plus for like a year.
We don't have British.
There's
shows.
a
What
new
did
episode
y'all
coming next week.
Yeah, there's a new episode. What did y'all think of Tiger?
I love it.
Brilliant.
You told me to watch it, didn't you? So it's like the most amazing
Fucking
thing.
incredible.
It is batshit crazy. And if you go back as well, you can get a little bit more Tiger King. If you go back and look at the Louis Theroux
Yeah, there's a
documentaries,
did
there's
he
one
meet-
with he's not
I
as
may have
mental,
seen it. Yeah.
but yeah, it's fucking amazing. It's
Are you
best.
gonna get Watto's head sculpts?
Yes. Oh yeah, I
They
want to
look
message
really
him.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna get the Carol one, I don't think, but I ordered 2 of the Tiger Kings.
Which ones are you getting?
I got the I didn't get the Ox exclusive one, but I feel like I need to just get all 3. But I got the cowboy hat and then the no hat.
See, I want the baseball hat.
Oh, so that's the exclusive, is it?
Yeah.
Dude, everybody should start looking for 1/6 scale EMS jackets because
Bro.
Yes. Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
I got a commission one, but
I'm
for
never
now,
gonna
'cause
find
I
that
have
shit
the
right now.
I got Rit synthetic pink dye, so I'm gonna make the shirt from the wedding. I got the pants, the black dress pants. I got the boots.
Wow.
I got my custom going. I'm doing some decals for the tats. Hopefully those turn out okay. And then I'm also working. I think what I might do if that doesn't work out, I'm just gonna put that head on different figures. You know, like with my own head. So I'll have the Joe Exotic Stormtrooper, Joe Exotic Iron Man. It's gonna be awesome, man. I can't wait.
Did you see that video I sent? I might have put it up on Facebook the other day. And they've put his head on someone else's body, and he's just going around pointing at stuff, and he goes, "Yeah, this plant's dead because of fucking Carol Baskin."
Yeah.
There's a turd on the floor because of fucking Carol Baskin.
Yeah.
dude, I feel so bad for all the British people watching that show. Like, what the fuck is going on over there in the fucking colonies?
It's fucking
Like,
brilliant.
they're like
Yeah.
the most backwards people. All of them are so like, oh my god,
It's just
they're the
it's,
worst people in the world.
it's
Yeah.
just but you sit there and
Yeah.
you think they must have because when they shoot stuff, like you got the bird who's had her arm ripped off by the tiger,
Mhm.
and they've gone, do us a favour, just sitting amongst all this shit. Just spread as much crap and muck around as you can. Sit in the middle of that like a fucking hillbilly, and we just record you. Like, not once did anyone go, "No, I don't feel like doing that, thanks." But they're like, "Yep."
Well, then you got that motherfucker in the bathtub.
I know.
Like
yeah.
stripped down and took a bath. It's like
And
fuck it, I'm doing
That
what
was
I'm
like one of the most wild things is the dude that filmed all that
Mm.
just happened to be in the right place at the right time. Because
Yeah.
really, he just started out filming about people that run zoos.
Snakes, weren't it?
Yeah.
And then he was like, "Oh, like these like big cat zoos are like a topic of contention. So let me just
Mhm.
start filming these people." And then it turned into this fucking
Yeah.
murder mystery political campaign. Like, what the fuck? Like there's no rhyme or reason to anything that happens in that show. It's wild, dude.
I mean,
The greatest thing though is when that person gets their arm bit off and motherfucking dude grabs a bomber jacket and with the sheriff badge and runs out there.
I am never gonna financially recover from this.
Someone,
That's like one of my favorite quotes.
someone put that on their credit card.
I mean,
Like the picture of their credit card.
the bit
That's
I
not
liked
me, it's like me
was
when I spend $6.
straight after that, he's just gone into the gift shop where everyone's standing around and goes, just to let you know, someone's had their arm ripped off. I
Yeah,
can give you a refund or a credit note, whatever.
yeah. Come
If
back
you wanna
another
come
time.
back, it's fine. It's like,
It's
for
fucking
fuck's
wild, dude. It is wild.
What a show! We're
I
gonna do
was
a full
not
episode.
expecting that when I turned it on.
No.
I didn't know what I
So
was
do you
watching.
get the hype though? Because I feel like initially you were like very apprehensive to watch it. Do you understand the hype, Dean?
Oh yeah, for sure. I immediately called my mom. I was like, "You need to watch this shit." And then I asked my grandmother about it on the Facebook. I was like, "Have you seen this shit?" She's like, "Yeah, it's fucking weird."
It must make you
man.
proud to be Americans.
Dude, that's the first thing I did as I stood up and saluted. Like,
The,
only here, man.
the
This
trip
fucking-
never takes a back seat, man.
The thing is, as much as Joe Exotic is a bit weird, I just think Carol Baskin's weirder.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, the
she's
fuck
Oh
thing is,
yeah,
like, his
that was like the
tigers-
first thing I was thinking when I was watching. I was like, "Wait, what is she accusing him of?" Because she's doing the same fucking thing.
Mhm.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah.
In more
It's just
squalid
the
conditions
title
by the looks of
of
it.
black. It was like,
Yeah, his tigers were much better kept.
Yeah.
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 He's running on nothing. I mean, she has millions of dollars of
yeah, with free fucking
She's not
labor.
paying anybody.
Yeah.
She
Yeah,
goes paying
granted,
those people.
She
Yeah.
Joe
reminds
Exotic
me
didn't
of,
pay his people
of-
shit.
She reminds me of Diane from Cheers. She's got that kind of demeanor about her, but she's fucking weird. Like
She's creepy, dude.
She's from San Antonio, dude. She's from our city.
Is she really?
Yeah.
No
Yeah.
No, I
way.
swear, dude.
it's the pictures of her and her husband, and he's dressed as a caveman for some weird reason.
But the
And
first
she-
husband, the one that she may have, yeah,
No, not
The
the one
second
she
one.
killed. The
No.
one that's alive.
yeah,
That one.
who looks just like the one she killed.
All right, let me ask you guys this: do you think Joe Exotic paid someone to kill her, or do you
No.
think he got framed?
No,
Dude, he
No,
got fucking
I
framed.
don't think he's smart enough. I
Dude.
think
no.
he got
What-
into he got to the point where he's just
To make
used
a
to
murderer
just running
season
his
two,
mouth.
baby.
Yeah.
When I was watching it, I was like, "Oh, okay, like that makes sense." And then by the end of it, I was like, "Wait a minute! Like all these motherfuckers had something to gain. They're
Hmm.
all criminals."
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
No,
But
he-
Joe Exotic didn't have like a fucking speeding ticket. You know what I mean? Like
Hmm.
he was a pretty straight and narrow dude. And I was like, man,
Wasn't
fuck
straight,
these
though.
people, huh?
Yeah.
Well, no, not. That was good. But, like, but you know what I mean? Like, he wasn't made out to be a. And now he did fucked up stuff, but like, he wasn't like a crook. I don't think. I think he just buried 4 tigers or something. Which
yeah,
he
I think
only
he had
had like,
euthanized 4 to 5 tigers. He had like 200 some tigers.
yeah, and it was like, dude, he's been doing this for how long? And there's only like four tigers in the
Mhm.
ground. And like, how do you know they didn't just die of natural causes and he buried them? You know what I
I
mean?
think the
Yeah.
bullet hole in their head was a fairly big giveaway.
Oh, did they all? I didn't hear him say that.
Yeah.
he did say something about shooting them, but I mean, you
Oh.
know, that it could be a.
But to be
Um,
fair, if a tiger runs into a bullet, it's kind of their own fault.
Yeah.
Swings and roundabouts.
I'm gonna shoot you right between the fucking eyes.
Yeah.
Manny says, what
Yeah,
up,
that
Manny
bit-
from San Antonio, Texas? Big fan.
Oh, hey Manny, who are
Hey.
Hey.
The one thing Sean needs to make is some golden nuggets to go with the Joe Exotic head sculpts. Oh, man.
golden nuggets?
When he gave the eulogy for Dylan, I think, for his husband, the one that passed away,
Uh,
and he's like, that boy would
Yes.
just come up and put his balls right up in
Yeah.
my face.
oh,
So yeah, golden nugget.
Everyone knew he had those golden nuggets. It's like, oh wow!
dude, so
In front of like his mom and everybody.
Just-
I was confused when that dude had, shot himself. So right before they get into that, the dude that witnessed it
Mhm.
said that he was in there talking about how he felt like he was a prisoner, how he was unhappy.
Hmm.
And then the next thing I know, like he shoots himself, and I was like, "Oh man, he fucking like committed suicide, like right in front of him." But then my friend that was watching with me is like, No, he accidentally shot himself because he was like, "Oh, this gun won't fire with no like clips," and then like accidentally shot himself. Was it an accident or not?
I mean, I guess it remains to be seen.
I
Mm.
don't know. It was a
No
weird
one
one
knows.
because the guy was like, "Yeah, I didn't really realize he'd done it," and then he did. It's like, I think it's fairly obvious someone fucking shoots himself in front of you that they've shot
Yeah,
themselves.
when he was having that cigarette, wasn't he, earlier? And he said, "This is going to be the
Mm.
last cigarette I have before I die."
Right, like they led it up to making it seem like he was gonna fucking kill himself.
And surely, if you're recording all that, you've kind of got a duty of care to go. Sorry, what?
I mean,
Nothing.
if you recorded to that point, though, I mean, there's probably like 1,000 wait, what moments before.
Yeah.
Oh,
Sure.
dude,
I
everyone-
mean, at the end of the show, that motherfucker rides up in that 3-wheeler with a skeleton in the passenger seat, and I didn't even bat an eye. You got into a bathtub in the middle of an interview, it didn't even bat an eye.
I suppose after a while, you're just like,
Thick motherfucker on the jet ski did
Normal.
not even bat an eye.
I love his haircut, that guy.
Yeah,
oh, the
That's a
fuck on the
Corona
jet.
haircut, that is.
man.
fucking if Corona was a person,
Yeah.
it would be that fucking dude. Yeah. Oh my god. What a fucking show, man.
They're all just parasites that kind of realised he
Yeah.
was a thick shit and went, I'll tell you what, we'll have that.
Yeah.
We'll have that off you.
It's a great show. I'm looking forward to the show. Although I think someone said that Joe Exotic's got coronavirus.
No,
Yeah,
yeah,
I
it's
heard
a
that.
real thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a real thing.
Mm.
How the fuck did prisoners get it? They're not going anywhere.
Well, the guards go places and they come and they
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
take care of the prisoners.
It's wild.
And then they're all stuck with it, aren't they? They can't get out.
Yeah, everybody's wanting a season 2, but I guess it really remains to be seen what happens with.
One thing I did notice
I will
was how
say-
fucking high up are the cameras in jail. Because every time you see Joe Exotic from jail phoning, he's like, you just see like that.
Right?
He's like,
It's just his bangs.
yeah, I was like, what? Could they not put fucking phones that are in at like chest height, like a normal fucking phone, or is it some weird type of punishment where they've got to be 6 foot up the wall? Like, it's just weird. But I'd love a series 2. I just think they should let him out,
Mhm.
forget
Yeah.
everything, and just go, look, here's some tigers. Just go fucking mental. Just let us record it.
God, what a show. Well, I hope you guys have enjoyed 100 episodes of Collecting Weekly. We're doing this this little supplemental recording because we record at 8:30 at night, and Ian and Pete, that's like 3 a.m. over there, so we don't want to
Yep.
keep them up too late.
Yeah, I mean, I love you, but I can't be doing with that.
Yeah, so hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode. Hopefully you enjoyed our Tiger King discussion. I know Seth wanted to have a longer form review, but it's good to have you guys. Thank you for being a part of the network. OFAC is a great show, and
favorite.
Steve, we miss him. We hope he can join
We do.
OFAC in the near future. And
Yep.
yeah, thank you guys. Big shout out to you guys. Big shout out to all of our partners in this little endeavor, and definitely big shout out to 6 Scale Scavengers and their new spin-off channel Rogue 16. So look at that, 6 Scale Scavengers
Whoa.
on 6 Scale shirt.
Oh, nice.
I just got it. So
Yeah.
I'm excited to put it on something.
I need a Collecting Weekly like that. That'd be dope.
Maybe Dexter will wear it.
Anyways, guys. Ooh, Secret Project. We never talked about it. The other one. All right, it's cool. All right, guys. I'm Zach.
I'm Dean.
I mean,
And I'm Pete.
Catch you on the next episode.
Bye.
Shalom.
Later.
bye.
Good stuff, guys.